So do they know that you're trans?
That's what I was going to ask. 100%. Do you put it out there?
I don't care how passable you are. I feel like you have to disclose.
Respect.
And this is why.
Very important.
Because they're especially like, ding. Like there's like, okay, let's say I go out on a guy and and honestly, I'm going to talk about this right now. At my job.
Do it. Let's go.
No, at my job, I had an experience with an old coworker. I'm not going to say what my real job is.
Say his full name.
No.
What's his social
security? I'm not going to say his name. But I got offended because, long story short, he basically said that if he went on like a date with a trans girl and he didn't know that she was trans, and she is like a fucking baddie, like I'm talking ass, titties, like operated, you couldn't even fucking tell. Like this is the baddest bitch. And he found out that she was trans. He said that he would feel the need to bring out his weapon.
Oh.
Exactly.
So it's a safety issue.
It's a safety issue. Like it doesn't matter what you are. Like I feel like you can be the most cuntiest, like fucking bad bitchery, like passable girl. I feel like you have to disclose. And I get it. Some girls, like, it kind of comes to a pride thing too with trans girls. It's like, well, I worked so hard to get to my womanhood and blah, 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 blah. I get that and I fully respect it. Like, whatever you want to be still. But when it comes to a man, and especially in dating, and this, like I said, this is my opinion. And like, if any other like trans girls are watching, or if any other trans girls are watching, any of the dolls are watching, hit my DMs because, and if I'm saying something that's misinforming, educate me because I'm totally open to that. But I feel like when you're one of the dolls, you have to disclose when it comes to dating, because this is how there's things like murders, violence, you know, X, Y, and Z. This is how trans girls like end up in sticky situations 9 times out of 10. Because they don't disclose.
However, X, Y, and Z, particularly X and Y.
I will say that. However, I will say though that being in the social scene, I can walk into a bar and I'm the most confident bitch ever. A man will still go out of his way, and these are the ones that I'm talking about that are like little closets or whatever you want to call them. Be like, tranny.
I agree. I've heard the same thing from some of my friends. They're like, if I found out, because I went to Thailand and they're like, bro, like the lady boys, whatever. I didn't do anything.
I mean,
but they're like, if I found out that, because a lot of them are really believable. Like they get their Adam's apple shaved down, they get their dick cut off. Like they get everything done. And I've heard the same thing from like a couple of my friends. They're like, yeah, I'm swinging if I find out that.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. I'm agreeing with you.
This is why I fully always recommend to the dolls, to all of my trans girls, even trans men, like anybody with a situation like that, you have to disclose.
Gotta disclose.
I 100%. Like even when it comes to dating apps, like you asked me if I put in there, hell yeah, I do.
Mad respect to you.
I'm not gonna risk myself fucking being in a situation where something stupid could happen to me over something that, one, I could have easily prevented, and two, because I don't want to spend my time with somebody who's ignorant or who doesn't agree with me. Then that's on them.